The Berimbolo is one of my favorite techniques. It's probably the technique that I've hit the most in competition, and it's a really efficient way of going from being in the guard onto getting onto someone's back. It's probably one of the most innovative techniques that Jiu-Jitsu has ever seen. It's completely changed the way that people compete and how they operate in terms of strategy. And it's a really interesting looking move as well, I find. When we go to set up the Berimbolo, two very simple grips to use will be the cross collar grip and then the ankle grip. One of the key things to understand is that the deli hiva hook that I want to make sure that I'm able to wrap my toes all the way around and then flex my foot like this. From here, we're going to try to knock the person down. A good way to think about trying to knock the person down is not to push them backwards, but actually lift their base up and then use your hands like a big steering wheel to turn them over. So I'm going to be trying to lift the base up, and then like a big steering up my hands, I'm going to start to bring the person all the way over until I can sit them down onto the mat. After you've knocked the person over, to allow yourself to invert, one of the things you want to do is to imagine you're going to bring your head in between and underneath the legs here as you start to change the grip from the collar to the belt. So I'm going to be going grip from the collar to the belt, or you can grip on the pants like this if they're not wearing a belt. As we go upside down, I'm going to try to roll on the back of my neck, come all the way upside down like this. I'm going to have both of my feet across the hips to hook onto the hip, but then I'm going to take my top foot, put it in behind the knee, and I'm going to try to close off the gap between my knee and Emily's hip here as I roll upside down. Now from here, I should get a lot of torque on the person's hips so that I can start to use this position to pull and put my top hook in as I make a grip on the arm, starting to take the back.